Hi everyone, I'm Shekaraubi with the Aftab community, and we have a very special guest here today, a DC-based upcoming Iranian-American comedian, very funny guy, Martin Amini.
Hey buddy, how are you?
Thanks for being here, man. Great to have you.
It's
funny, as we're doing this,
yeah.
I remember the first night I saw you on stage, they just announced your name, and I was like, that guy's definitely Iranian. And lo and behold, you came on stage, you started doing your bit about being Iranian-American. Tell us just some of your experiences as being a upcoming Iranian-American comedian.
Yeah, no, it's overall it's been a great experience being an Iranian comic. One thing I've noticed though is there's definitely been a cultural barrier. Being Iranian and performing in front of American audiences, typically I don't perform for a lot of Iranians, so I have to become relatable, and that's been one thing. Like just being ethnic, I think is one of the obstacles, and that's something I've learned to deal with.
Okay, so just based on your experiences, like have you experienced some types of prejudice or racism ever from other comedians or from the crowd?
No, typically no, but there has been like situations like at a show recently, an audience member, he had too much to drink, and he just shouted that I looked like ISIS, and yeah. And the crowd did not find that funny, and he got kicked out. But that happens from time to time at shows, and you just learn how to deal with it.
That's interesting. So where's the borderline between finding the funny in stereotypes and breaking stereotypes?
It's a very thin line, because as an Iranian, I don't want to perpetuate stereotypes, and by talking about what people think of us, or like a lot of times when I perform for Americans, when they hear Iranian, a couple things they think of is they think terrorism, or they think of hookahs, and it's never doctors, lawyers. It's never positive. It's always something that they see or hear, and it's my job to dispel that and let them know, like, hey man, we have this very similar problems and backgrounds, and the same thing that everyone else here does. For example, we all have family on Facebook, and we all have family that annoys us on Facebook. So that's one thing we can all share as a common ground of getting to, become one. That's just something that we go through.
Yes, I mean, you talk about your family and being on Facebook. So what are some of the experiences you've had with like the greater Iranian-American community?
I'm proud. We've done very well. I went to College Park, Maryland, and we have a club. There's ISF. They do a great job educating the new Iranian generation, and I'd love to see more of that. I'd love to see more unity within the community, and like maybe more events, like promoting positive stuff. And these are things that I hopefully we'll see more this year.
More comedians.
More comedians, yeah. More comedians, more entertainers. Kind of just change things up a little bit,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So like if there's a young Iranian-American kid out there who wants to become a comedian, what type of advice could you give him or her?
Yeah, if someone's watching this video and they want to become a comic, my advice is, make sure you get into this for the right reasons. Otherwise, you're going to have a tough time. Comedy is probably one of the most difficult things you could do, and if you want to do it, the way I got started was here in DC. Go to stand-up comedy DC, and you can find an open mic and start practicing. It takes a long time, but it's definitely doable. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your favorite experience?
Favorite experience being a comic?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's every night I get the most fun I have is just making people laugh. But it's especially sweet when I make Iranians laugh, because they are a tough crowd. They don't give you any breaks. But no, overall, it makes me happy to see Iranian people come out and support and laugh, and I'm looking forward to doing that for many more years.
Great. So like, how can people find you?
People can find me Facebook at Martin Amini, and I got a website, martinamini.com. I post all my shows there and videos. I perform here in DC every night. Sometimes in New York, I travel, or LA. So that's the best ways. My website.
Great. Yeah. So I mean, thanks again for doing this.
And thank you.
You know, we're really proud of you. We wish you the best. I know you're gonna blow up this year, so you know we caught each other at the perfect time. Really.
Yeah. Definitely.
So yeah. So good luck, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Thank you guys. God bless everybody.